One of the things we taught, actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mouth closed when something happens. You know what I mean? And I feel like everything you went through on the outside looking in, you stayed quiet.
What's up? Y'all, it's your girl, Remy, Mom.
Easy to block captain.
Welcome to the Chrome 23 tournament, the draft.
Did Papoose finally lose it after what seemed like an eternity of silence? He is formally exacting revenge on Remy Ma as a result of all the turmoil. Papo is reportedly upset at Remy's nasty mockery of his new girlfriend. We are discussing jealousy and threats. Among other things, the internet is in a panic due to the affair. The scandal involving Remy Ma and the entire alleged affair with Easy, the block captain. Fans are going crazy right now, and things are getting more hectic by the moment. Let's go back and look at it.
So it's just like, as far as that, cause it's just, how is that going to work? How is it going to work though now? Like, even if you go back with the ball, right? Which, all right, I'll come out, explain everything that happened. You'll be telling you cheating on ball, such and such, and whatever happens. Let's say Love and Hip Hop pick it up. Y'all get back together. How does now? I get a bag. You know what I mean? I get a little bag. I get a little check, couple little, you know what I'm saying? Such and such a, you know what I mean? I'm the boy that such and such a cheat. I'm around now. I'm a little bit. So at the end of the day, it kind of fit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it fit everybody. That, so it's just like, as far as that, cause it's just, how is that going to work? How is it going to work though now? Like, even if you go back with the ball, right? I sound too comfortable. I should have knew me being in New York, me being at Remy, and I knew this should have been plotting on me because I would have been doing the same. You know what I mean? No blood, no nothing. No blood, no scratch, no nothing. We had two clean joints.
As a result, when an audio tape surfaced and people began to believe that it was simple to reveal details about his purported affair, it really took off. "Yo, we were playing around," Johnson said. "I should have known since I was in New York. I knew I was having fun with this girl." It was made more difficult by the fact that he didn't specifically deny that he was speaking, and several fans said, "No way, not Remy." Subsequently, he asserted that the recording had been altered. Even while others are analyzing every facet of this is where things become more interesting. Despite denouncing the film as fraudulent, Easy hasn't taken any concrete action to refute the allegations of an affair. This just fueled the allegations that Easy and Remy's husband, Papoose, were having an affair. Ultimately, the whole issue has led to increased friction between them. When battle rapper Tay ROC makes some questionable remarks about someone having an affair, guess who everyone assumes he's referring to? Yes, Remy. Remy hasn't made a substantial denial either, which exacerbates the situation. Despite the circulation of a phony video purporting to show her condemning infidelity, she has not explicitly addressed the accusations, instead encouraging people to refrain from making fun of her name. "I know some ninja who don't care about me, and they'll do almost anything," she wrote on Twitter. "They start with the bosses and work their way down to the employees. I like you, and you're a good kid. Go watch a wrestling match or compose a rap. By the way, it doesn't end there. I received your text earlier." Another purported message from Remy has surfaced, and it's a scorching one. "You put a muzzle on that ninja who is going crazy about me, or I'll say what I like. But the screenshot purports to demonstrate that I won't be insulted easily because I've been silent long enough. When I see that ninja, we can do everything we desire." Papoose is in the middle of this. You have to wonder how long they can maintain this united face in this intense heat. But who is Papoose? This time doesn't seem to be any different from the last. 3:30.
What made you stay so solid like that?
Well, when you get married, man, you take vows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta listen to those wedding vows when you do that, because you signing up for that and you taking those vows before God.
Right.
So I take that serious. I'm not gonna stand here and say, to love, to honor, protect, sick and for health, richer for poor, to death do us part, and then go do the opposite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I take that very serious. And
Hey, let's talk about Papoose and how he handled the complex situation with Remy Ma and Easy, the block captain. He remained silent at first, just like Remy. But as things got more hectic, his attitude started to change. You can't blame Papoose for taking the whole thing personally, because he has consistently stood by Remy. even during her 6-year incarceration. But at this point, things start to get heated. Insiders claim that as the drama developed, Papoose and Easy got into a furious argument at an event. Pap is sometimes referred to as Cap. And there have even been rumors that he punched someone, though this hasn't been verified. Despite this, there's a lot of talk about it on the streets. Many people in the hip-hop community have always seen Papoose as the embodiment of loyalty, since he has always stood by his family no matter what. However, some people are beginning to doubt that view now that these charges of cheating are circulating. Let's be honest for a moment, the rumors are real. In addition to dealing with his wife's problems, Papoose is also dealing with the betrayal of a supposed ally. It is difficult to recover from such a situation. This is really challenging because Pap's entire persona is based on his devotion, especially to Remy at her worst hours. In the end, Papoose hasn't spoken much in public, but it's clear that this is a major issue for him. The man who was once praised for his faithfulness is now facing some absurd charges of adultery. He is always being followed by fans and the media, and it's obvious that he finds the situation too personal. Not only is the scenario between Remy Ma and Easy the block captain uncomfortable, but it also has the potential to ruin Remy's entire career and image, which is crucial for someone who has experienced so much. Remy is now referred to as the no-nonsense queen of the rap industry. Having long been praised by her followers for her perseverance, she made a notable comeback after completing her sentence. The hard-won reputation of female rappers is being threatened by rumors of adultery. We have to admit that women are already subjected to more criticism than men, particularly in relation to personal drama. Since Remy has been making boss moves for years, this kind of occurrence might overshadow everything she has accomplished in the past few years. Remy has expanded her career beyond music by building a brand centered on power and survival through her well-known partnerships and performances on Love and Hip Hop. However, if this instability continues, it may begin to damage her reputation with fans and corporations, which could cost her many opportunities. These whispers are more than simply tea because they directly jeopardize everything Remy has worked for. The media's propensity to emphasize women's personal lives over their work is another example of the double standard. If he were a male rapper in the same situation, people might even stand with him.
Hey guys. Hi to all the people out there in the world.
The Block Captain, a well-known character in battle rap, was currently trending for all the wrong reasons after some leaked tape revealed he had an affair with Remy Ma. Is right in the middle of all this controversy. What's wrong with E? That's when it gets fuzzy. Remy has been posting positive words on social media, ostensibly to convince herself and everyone else that she was meant for this. In an effort to keep her cool in the face of all the controversy, ultimately, she's been through too much to let anything bring her down. Some people believe he's out there. Some perceive clout chasing as more personal due to unresolved grievances or a failure to consider the potential severity of the consequences. Clout chasing is an attempt to leverage the drama for attention in an industry that thrives on chaos. The shocking part is that this whole dispute has the potential to ruin E's hip-hop reputation. Drama draws attention, but there are risks. It's debatable. If he does it well, it might advance his career. If he does it poorly, it might harm his business connections and make him look foolish. Let's look at the wider picture. Relationship scandals are a problem for rap couples. Nothing new, like the problematic relationship between Biggie Smalls and Lil' Kim, or the news stories about Biggie's infidelity that are being discussed today, followed by Nicki with claims of adultery and their entire drama being made public. Minaj and Meek Mill's predicament was a public roller coaster. However, with Remy Ma and Papoose, who'd been the hip-hop power couple for years and were steadfastly devoted and drama-free, the atmosphere was different. Many believe that Papoose and Remy had a great relationship because they had stood by her during her 6-year prison sentence. As a result, they were shocked to learn of the adultery rumors, which they perceived as the height of hip-hop love. Other marriages have responded differently to similar scandals. Beyoncé and Jay-Z altered history by turning their problems into classic albums like Lemonade and 444. In contrast, Cardi B and Offset took a more direct approach, revealing Offset's personal problems. Remy has been trying to keep her cool online by focusing on her character and sharing messages of loyalty. But let's not fool ourselves. This kind of drama can linger, and fans are already mocking it. It could hurt her chances in the future, especially since companies in the business like to take sides. Everyone is aware of the awful conclusion to the story. Papoose hasn't said anything. But there are rumors that he feels deceived and is having trouble deciding whether to stay or leave. People will cease respecting you if your influence in the music industry diminishes. Yes, you already know that this drama will take place in the studio. In the end, this disaster will affect each person differently, since Remy has been dropping subliminals that appear like she's preparing to drop some heat. Fans are wondering if Papoose will reply with a diss track. A little lyrical shade might be precisely what hip-hop needs to liven things up. Remy and Papoose's romance may end, or they may attempt to reconcile. Depending on how he approaches this problem, he may either level up or experience a major setback. In hip-hop, loyalty is more than just a phrase. From crew ties to fan loyalty, the entire culture is based on it. However, when scandals occur, such as the precarious scenario between Easy, the block captain, and Remy Ma and Papoose, it's like the ultimate test of dedication in hip-hop. Loyalty has traditionally been seen as a mark of respect. Whether you are writing for your family, maintaining your relationship, or representing your first day. However, when things go wrong, they can quickly turn ugly. So let's not pretend that everything is sunshine and daisies. Take Remy Ma, for instance. These accusations have set the streets on fire, yet she was unquestionably the queen. This is where things get complex, though. Because when a woman in hip-hop is involved in a dispute, the criticism is far more severe than it is for the men. But that humble Papoose is nonetheless given to that obedient king. Fans were angry with him for keeping her while she was incarcerated. But now that this alleged affair has occurred, people are making fun of Remy as if her entire career were on trial. It's amazing how quickly people can turn against you. So let's find out who is at fault. Should Remy speak up before it's too late? Or did Papoose have the right to keep quiet? If the reports were accurate, did she violate trust? Whatever you think, Captain, does he have something more significant in mind? Or is he just using private tea to gain influence? The consequences of this incident could seriously damage their careers. Will Remy's reputation improve, or has it already suffered? Papoose may still hold the title of dedicated king, but will this situation overpower him? How about Easy? Will he be eliminated from the game as a result of the reaction, or will he reach new heights? The whole thing serves as a reminder of how fragile allegiance and reputation can be in the hip-hop business. The industry likes to exalt people, but if there is controversy, it will soon drag them down. The real question is whether Remy and Papoose can reconcile. Will ES continue to gain momentum, or will it fail miserably? After all, this is hip-hop. What are your thoughts? It's all about highs and lows, loyalty and betrayal. And let's be honest, we have no idea how this tale will end. Was there a real falling out between Remy and Easy? Please feel free to express your thoughts below. While you're here, don't forget to view this tasty video.